Alright, so I'm going to warm you guys up with some quick case studies before we get into more full gameplay breakdowns. And this is going to be the Carolina Panthers uh, club championship final. This is me versus Strap God. So I'm going to show the first drive and the last drive of this game, and just kind of sum it up, and really because I believe you guys got to see this first drive to understand my thought process on this last drive. So again, coming out versus Strap God, and honestly, I didn't like how I approached this first drive. I think I could have took more deeper shots on the field, like attack the deep right part and attack the the deep left part of the field. Again, back to those 9 spaces on the field, because uh, Strap God really wasn't zone dropping until later in the game. So I probably could have attacked a little bit deeper earlier. Whereas you're going to see on this first drive, I'm going to really look to attack underneath. So again, what I'm looking at here post snap is, okay, I saw the deep left outside cornerback. Again, he's in an outside third. And I see the free safety. He's coming down in some sort of flat zone. So again, this is a tell right there, just from reading that left half of the field, that it was cover three. So then it's all about identifying those open spaces versus the cover three. So to be more specific, it's cover three with a purple on like 10. So that means that, again, if you ran that defense again, that the deep left portion of the field is going to be open there. So we can utilize route concepts like crossers and corner routes to attack that deep left portion of the field. So that's what I'm looking at here post snap. Again, it's all about you have to pick a side, to start off on, and I picked here the left portion of the field to look at first, the deep third, or the deep left third portion, or excuse me, the left third portion of the field. So, and again, I saw after that play, and you can kind of read after. I know I'm telling you guys, take a glance. You want to be taking a glance, the second you snap the ball, to see what the outside corner free safety is in, but also after the play, be checking out, what the defense was in. It's after the play ends, you can kind of, okay, the left half of the field was, you know, outside cornerback in flat zone. Again, you can kind of read that at the start of the snap, but after the play is over, quickly look to the other half in the field, and then you can kind of complete the story, so you can see what's happening on both sides of the field here. So again, actually, I'm wrong. So it looks like, as soon as this play ends, look to the other half of the field. So it looks like he has deep blues with a deep zone drop here on that trip side, which makes sense because we got those corner routes and tight end crossers going to that trip side of the field. So what I see so far is, again, he basically has the short left part of the field open, uh, the deep left part of the field open, and again, and the short right and the short medium, because you see the curl here. The curl runs about 10 yards, so it looks like we can attack the right medium and the right medium and the right short part of the field here. So, and obviously, if you have time to look in the middle of the field, you can do that too. But looks like he had everybody kind of no one really in the middle of the field because he did blitz there. So here in the 2nd and 19, again, we're going to kind of use that information we saw on that last play. So again, we know he has that short left part of the field open here, and he had the deep left part of the field open here. So again, it's kind of a 2nd and 19, so I'm kind of expecting him to kind of drop back here with the zones, considering the situation. So again, I am going to look to attack that, and you see me exactly. I'm going to attack that short left part of the field because again, it was wide open last time, so that's why I'm calling this play here. Because again, I saw last time that the short left part of the field was open. So, and as you see, you're going to get your yards here and get about half back. Again, from this play right here, again, he left the short left part of the field was open here, and it looks like he's not really zone dropping deep on the left sideline here. So the deep left part of the field does look open as well. And what we're reading here post snap is it looks like he has a cloud on the left portion of the field here with a deep half. So it's definitely cover two on this left half of the field here. Uh, and then we can't really see after the play what the rest of the defense was in here, sadly. So far, this is the information I'm collecting. So he's ran cover 3 with a 10-yard purple, and then basically cover 2 on the left half of the field with a 10-yard cloud. So again, he's leaving the short left, the deep left parts of the field open. Again, we know that for sure. Again, we don't really know about the middle yet. We haven't really looked towards that portion of the field yet. So he could be leaving portions of the middle open as well. But again, we haven't really been working that part of the field yet. So again, we're going to continue to work the sides of the field that he's really leaving open. Again, he's not dedicating resources to the deep left and the short left, so I'm going to kind of look to continue to attack over there. So that's why I had this running back flat on the field. And again, this is why I said I didn't like how I approached this first drive, because again, he left 3 plays in a row. The deep left part of the field was wide open, so I definitely could have looked to attack that portion of the field. But again, 3 plays in a row, though, he also left open the short left portion of the field. So So here, 4th and 1, my thought process is, so he's, even though that he's left the short left part of the field open 3 times in a row, again, you gotta kind of expect a high level player to, eventually kind of catch on to that and kind of look to attack other portions of the field here. So again, we've put a lot of focus into this short left part of the field so far. So we've really been working 1 out of 9 spaces on the field here. So again, I'm kind of expecting him to adjust to that, especially on a 4th and 1, considering how much we have attacked this short left flat. So I'm not expecting that to be here. So again, I'm kind of looking to attack other portions of the field because I expect him to dedicate a lot of resources to the short left part of the field, which is going to leave other portions of the field wide open. So again, I think I'm going to look to attack over the middle of the field here. Again, we talk more about the situational play calling. What I really like to do in these 4th and 1 situations, and like a offensive situational play calling course, but we'll still go over that a little bit. This is more about attacking, me seeing what portions of the field are open and then what I'm expecting to be open next. So again, like I said, I've worked the short left so much so far. So again, when you work a certain side of the field so much, and they start, I expect them to start dedicating resources to that short left part of the field. I'm still gonna have a route going that way, but I'm looking to more so attack this middle portion of the field here. Expecting him to get aggressive on the short left portion of the field. And again, he actually leaves open the short left 4 plays in a row. So again, I'm glancing, again, when I'm looking at post snap again, what is the free safety? So I'm starting off on the left half of the field here. That's what I'm looking at first. So I see the safeties in a cloud, and I'm able to see that the free safety is in a deep half. So again, it's cover 2 in this left portion of the field here. So what this tells me is I can run a cover 2 beater to this left portion of the field. He's now ran like cover 2 3 times in a row to this side of the field. So and it looks like that zone drop is not too deep. So it looks like I can run, again, that deep left portion of the field has been open this whole drive. So, and that's why I was kind of saying I didn't really like how I approached this drive. I definitely could have looked to attack that portion of the field because I know for sure it's open. But and also we can kind of, this is where I would kind of utilize, the verticals play here and trips with that motion over Y fade, because that Y fade does a good job of getting outside of cover two here. And again, this is all from using our problem solving model of visualizing the defensive player, seeing that he runs a lot of cover two on that left portion of the field, and then again knowing that he leaves the deep left and the short left part of the field open. Again, then it's about knowing the routes to get to those open spaces. And again, an outside fade, especially the one on verticals and trips, will do a great job of attacking that deep left part of the field as well as crossers. And again, hopefully, guys, so far, I really hope that even though I'm only 5 minutes into this course, I really feel like you guys just got 10 times better value out of this than what you do from a traditional ebook, because they don't teach you what they're really looking at and kind of how to go about the play calls. And it's just like, oh yeah, it's this play, this is a really good setup. But now you guys are going to kind of have the knowledge to know what to call next, and you're going to know why you're calling it next. Again, you should always be able to justify why you're calling a certain play. And I feel like with the traditional ebooks, again, you don't really get that. So again, it's been all deep left, short left, and when someone's and when I really work a certain part of the field that much, again, I expect a high level player to kind of catch on to that. Now we're gonna I'm gonna look to go to other portions of the field. Again, we still have the flat in the field, but again, I'm really looking to attack that. I'm really sending routes over that middle portion of the field as well. So again, so far though, I mean, 5 plays in a row, he has left the short left part of the field open. So again, I'm still gonna leave routes over there because he's not guarding it, but I'm also setting up plays to attack now the right third portion of the field, because again, I expect him to start dedicating some resources to this left third of the field because I've been going there so much. But again, majority of my play is going to be going over the middle, with this post route, and with this flood concept here to the right, to attack the right third portion. And I'm still going to leave a flat here though for the short left, just because he's left it open the entire game. Again, here he finally covers the short left portion of the field. And again, what I can see here post snap too is that he's guarding the short left and deep left now. Again, because I quickly glance at it. So again, from this information, I know that the medium left part of the field is going to be open, so we could run something like a slant to that portion of the field. But also, what this tells me is since he's dedicating two defenders towards the sideline now, so again, these are two flats towards the sideline. Again, this tells me that the middle portion of the field is going to be wide open. So that's what I'm going to be looking to attack next. So again, usually someone's going to need two silent defenders to defend flood concepts really well. And then once you dedicate those two silent defenders, that's going to leave the middle of the field wide open. So again, look at his user here in the middle. So again, once you see those two silent defenders, again, it's just going to be the user over the middle of the field next. And also, what we're seeing here post snap is, again, it's still cover two on this left portion of the field here. So again, we could still run a, maybe we can still probably attack this deep left maybe with with an outside fade possibly. But again, the safer throw will be attacking this medium left portion of the field here. And again, now I progressed from left. Once I saw the flat was guarded, again, my progression was to then look towards the right side of the field. And again, I see on the right side of the field now that, again, I see an outside third running deep. So it's a combination of cover two and cover three. This is basically what we call like cover three cloud, or like a cover six, where you have 3 deep blues on the field, but one portion of the field is a cover two. So again, and we see on the right side of the field that he has two silent defenders dedicated towards that silent as well. So again, that's going to tell us that, okay, he's defending the short left, the short right, deep left, deep right with the zone drops, which is, again, really common adjustment. So again, what this tells us is the medium left and the medium right is going to be open, as well as basically everything down the middle of the field, every portion. So the short medium, the medium, and then the deep medium is going to be open here. So again, if you guys are ever boxing offense, I'm telling you, just this simple process here. Again, it's going to make offense so much easier when you think of it like this. Because really, it looks like he's playing really good defense here, but he's really leaving five out of the 9 portions of the field open here. So when you think of it like that, it just makes offense so much easier. And again, here I saw that here. So I saw that he's dedicating those 2 silent defenders. Uh, he has 2 silent defenders on each silent, so I know the middle of the field is going to be wide open here. So that's what I'm going to call the play I call here. And again, I think I end up putting the wrong route on the field here. I meant to put a ghost route on my running back. Again, instead I put 2 flats. So again, this running back was supposed to be on like a little curl/ghost route. And again, it would have been a really good concept for attacking the middle. I did not mean to put the 2 flats, so again, that kind of messed me up. But as you see, uh, again, he still has the 2 silent defenders, here on this left sideline here. So again, we know that this middle portion of the field is going to be open, and again, kind of confirms it too. So again, when we look back over the middle, again, we're going to have either the post or this little hitch underneath. Because again, he's dedicating too much towards these silents, and that's what's going to leave this middle portion of the field open. And again, then if it's only his user over the middle of the field, all we have to do is kind of manipulate the user by attacking the user at different depths. So again, a post and a hitch is always going to be really effective at doing that. And again, I kind of got messed up here because I called the wrong play. So I ended up messing the read, but again, we'll kind of come back to this later in the game. So let me skip ahead to 3. Here we go. So get the ball back here in offense. He's screaming 1 stop. So, and I want you guys to remember from that first drive how much I attacked that short left portion of the field. So, again, here, look how much he's dedicating towards this short left now. He's getting really aggressive. He's getting frustrated. Because, again, I started utilizing that concept over the middle of the field with the ghost route, the B hitch, and the post. So, again, I've really killed him in that short flat, and then as well as over the middle of the field. I've killed his double maple with that. Again, the ghost, the hitch, and the post. And again, if you guys have more trouble versus how to actually beat these coverages with, again, we go into much more depth in this in like a route combo development course. So definitely find that essential. But again, here post snap, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the outside corner and the free safety. So I see the outside corners in a hard flat. And look at this free safety. Again, I'm quickly glancing at him at the snap here. So I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's getting a little crazy. So he takes his free safety completely out of the play. And so the deep left portion of the field is wide open. And we're going to remember this for later in the game. So, again, just like we were talking about on defense, again, you have to be remembering all these steps that someone does on defense. And expect them to come back to it later in the game. So, and second one here, and this is all from frustration from me consistently attacking that flat, the running back flat. So he's really dedicating resources to that flat route, and as well as me really working that middle portion of the field well. So. Again, I want to go back to this. So you guys notice how if you compare, or if you go back and watch my first drive again, I utilize both a tight end flat a lot and a running back flat a lot. So since we abused both of the flats so much, look at the resources he's dedicating. So again, he's dedicating an outside corner to stop the running back flat, and now he's even manning up. Just since we stayed patient and kept hitting that tight end flat, he's even manning up his free safety on the tight end now. And again, we notice that because again, we always look at this at the post snap, see what the outside corner free safety is doing. We saw he's getting crazy again, and the reason he's getting crazy is because again, we worked that tight end flat so much earlier in the game. So he's really committing a lot to those routes, and especially now since he's in desperation mode and he really needs to stop. So. And here we're taking all of that information into account on this last drive here. So here we saw he got kind of crazy on this last play. Again, we're gonna really be looking to attack the other, more the right third portion of the field because, again, we've really killed him over the middle of this game, as well as we've really worked this left sideline here, especially in the flats. So again, now we're looking to attack the other portion of the field because again he's so worried about the left sideline and the middle third of the field because again that's where we've mainly been attacking. So now I'm saying okay, you know, I'm expecting him to dedicate resources to the left third, middle third, because that's where we've been attacking. So now we're going to look to attack the right third here with like a corner round and a drag. Again, here gets really, really aggressive, really aggressive here in this situation. So again, we're going to pick up onto that. So again, he's really defending. He's looking to defend the short left portion of the field a lot here. So again, this medium left portion of the field with like a quick streak is going to be open here, as well as like the deep left portion of the field here if I want to, maybe block extra people and try to attack that portion of the field. But again, we see post snap that it's, outside flat, outside hard flat. So again, short left is taken away, but again, he's really leaving open the medium left and deep right sideline here. So, or I mean the deep left sideline. Sorry. Again, we're taking all this into account on this last drive here. We're noticing how much more aggressive he's getting, just because I've attacked so much underneath. So again, next play, that's when I base this play call based off his previous play on defense. So again, we know that he left that medium left portion of the field open last time, specifically this little seam. So again, he does the same thing again. So again, this was all from reading the last play. Just reading that, hard flat, deep half. And we knew this little streak here was going to be open. It was open last time. So, and again, he went right back to the same defense he did last time. And we're able to expose him for that. So guys, I'm going to take on this huge play here. Again, it's like $5,000 or $7,500 on the line here. We're taking everything into account from this game. We're taking all those play arts, that we have piled up in our head and saying, okay, where has he really been weak this entire game? And he's really left open this deep left portion of the field, almost this entire game. And if you guys saw earlier in this drive, he even had nobody committed to this deep left portion of the field. So based on that information and factoring in the situation of the game where his back is up against the wall, it's a short down situation. Again, I'm expecting him to kind of stay aggressive. He's been blitzing us a lot. He's been getting really aggressive with his coverage adjustments, putting hard flats, manning up his free safety on my tight end, leaving the deep streak on the left portion of the field open. So again, I call a timeout here, and I'm thinking like, man, I know this guy's play call right here. I know his play call, and I saw early in the game what he did. Or early this drive what he did, and I'm expecting him to go right back to it just because his back is up against the wall and he really needs to stop. I'm really expecting him to get aggressive here, and the deep left portion of the field has been open all game, and I'm calling a play. I have not called this play the whole game. Have not called this play the whole game. Again, this is all based off what I've seen this entire game from him. Just seeing, how aggressive he got earlier in the drive. How aggressive he's getting with his blitzes. His hard flats, his man ups. And again, I know from analyzing, the 9 spaces on the field, I know that this deep left portion of the field has been open basically the whole game. And I'm expecting him to man up my tight end here. I'm expecting him to, really respect these flats here because, again, I've killed him with the tight end flat, the running back flat the entire game. So you've seen him get really aggressive to stop that. And again, that's going to leave open that deep left portion of the field here. Again, we motion over his streak. And again, then we kind of look to, with the rest of our play, we kind of look to attack over the middle because I know he's really worried about that left sideline that we've been attacking so much. So again, we look to attack over the middle with A and B. Again, at different depths. So his user has to respect uh, two routes over the middle at different depths, so he's not going to be able to lurk between both. And again, he gets really aggressive. It looks like he hard flats his free safety again. Deep left has been open all game, and there it is. And again, it wasn't ever that open, but again, we just know in a situation like that where he really needs a stop. We expected him. I basically knew he was going to get really, really aggressive like this because again, he's been really aggressive, in the last few plays. And again, this was from early in the drive, seeing him take his free safety and man him up on the tight end, leaving that deep left portion of the field completely wide open. So I knew he would come back to that there, especially in this desperate situation. Expecting me to work underneath like I have the whole game. But again, I knew the situation. I knew he'd get aggressive here. Knew his back was up against the wall, motion over the streak. Uh, Only difference here is I put a little in route over the middle of the field, so his user couldn't really run with the streak. He saw the in route, and as soon as his user saw the in route cross his face first, he's like, "Yeah, I got to run with that." And that's what leaves this deep streak open on the left portion of the field. And as you see right here, what he's doing is he actually manned up my running back because I've used the running back so much this game on the flat, and he took his free safety and hard flatted him to defend the tight end flat because I've done that so much this game. Again, haven't called this the whole game and caught him lacking here and able to expose him deep.